country first built their legacies. Let's see what the Cardinal today can provide. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Stanford Cardinal. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And now from the pistol formation. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Running back with the football. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but it's brought down after a short gain. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Punt team making their way on the field. And that sets up a return. And the returner will be brought down. Stanford offense back out there in the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the wideout goes in motion. Ball handed off. Second down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Arizona. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Takes the handoff again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Wildcats. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He'll pitch it. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick pressure. They've got him down for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
He's taken down at the 40. 2nd down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Arizona 14, Stanford 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And he drops back in the gun. Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
The tight end makes the catch downfield. They pick up the 1st down. Tackle at the 25.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Oh, here comes the reverse. Makes a nice move there.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier. Pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Arizona has now moved into the red zone. 2nd down, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that one is no good.
Keeps the score.
14 after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Short throw complete to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd down here. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Receiver makes the grab. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. The Stanford offense back out there in the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Handoff in a single back formation. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Stanford comes to the line quickly here. First down. We're going to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. and bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to throw it again. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff again. And tackled after a small pickup there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Pitch to the back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. Change of direction. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Stanford getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Caught near the goal line. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
They're setting out to try the PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see what the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Using his legs here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And looking to throw now on first down. And the ball is hauled in. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 13 with the grab and the score.
Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This one will be fair caught. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Hit as he released it. And the pass ball is incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking right. This one caught. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
That pass not enough for the first down. Punting unit is on the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense is back out there on the field. On first down, it's play action. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the out route. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After consecutive losses, they need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback drops back, throws to the tight end, and it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
And how about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Ball handed off. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
We'll try to run it with the option. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Can he make it to the marker? And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. Here's a carry for the fullback. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They'll run it here. Tackle made after just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 16-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. It's an out route, the catch made. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Now, a fourth down. Number 10 on the field goal. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arizona 21, Stanford 7.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's fresh coverage now from these DBs. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And then first down, right back to the running game. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first. While staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's that defense shifting again. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's going to take off. And this offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle him at the 44.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And now the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass this time. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He was a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
He stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
This Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. The offense ready for play number 10 in this drive. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets made on the out route.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Touchdown, Stanford. This game is far from over. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Caught quickly. And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. He can't cut this lead further. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Fighting off the tackler. Tackle made after a big gain. Arizona now operating in the red zone. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And here's the handoff. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Well, a really entertaining game. It came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.